Hi, Christopher. We are going to go on a rocket ship ride through the solar system. And I have my Play-Doh here. I'll show you my little Play-Doh things. And I made all the planets of our solar system. So this giant one is the sun. Then comes a tiny one called Mercury. Then comes Venus. This is Earth. Venus and Earth are about the same size. This one is the red planet. That's Mars. Then comes Jupiter with a big red spot. Oops. Then comes Saturn. Saturn has rings going around it. Then comes Uranus. And sometimes it's up. Instead of the rings going this way, the rings are going that way. And the last one is Neptune. So all of these are the planets of our solar system. Oh, I think Chase is here. He wants to see about the planets of the solar system too. So I made you a page for you to trace around the letters. Hi, Mr. Byrne, how are you? And there's the Sun and Mercury and Venus and Earth and Mars and Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. This is one that's already been filled in. So I hope you have a good time with those and learn the names of, Here's Chase. Hi, Chase. Learn the names of all the planets of our solar system. And they aren't this close together, obviously. We'll talk about that when we have our FaceTime lesson. Here's another page with the shapes of all the different planets. Here's a dot-to-dot for the moon. This is a crescent moon. You have to go, oops, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, all the way down to 7 and back up that way to 15. Sometimes the moon is all the way full, and sometimes it's just a crescent moon. This is called the Big Dipper. This only goes up to 7. There's 7 stars, and it looks like the shape of a dipper, a scooper. We have this page that looks like this. It's going to talk about the different ways you see the moon. Sometimes you don't see it at all. It's very dark. And sometimes you see a little bit, half a moon, 3/4 of a moon, and a full moon. And then it goes the other way till you don't see it again. So if you have Play-Doh, maybe you can make your planets like I did and try to make them in different sizes so you can figure that out. I have a project for you on this page. We're going to take some, I know you don't like to get messy, all right? So I'm going to take, I am starting with black. We're going to make the moon. And again, I traced a circle around a plate or something, and I used my white crayon from our other project. I used that to make a circle. So I'm going to use my brush, and I have some colors here. I have white, and a little bit of black, and a little bit of blue. The white is up here. So I'm going to try to paint inside that circle and make the whole moon. And it doesn't have to be all one color because the moon has mountains on it and shadows and craters. And you're going to go all the way around and paint your circle moon. And then we're going to do something interesting because the moon has all these moon mountains and craters and surfaces. We're going to take something and make little shapes on the moon. So I think I'm going to use the top of my glue stick. I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to use it as a stamper. Watch this. I'm going to take maybe some of the black. We did this when we were doing some other projects at school, and you get a little bit on there, and then you can make the craters on the moon. That looks really cool. Maybe you can add a little bit of blue and white and make a grayish color. Look at that, how I made some interesting shades so that it's a little bit lighter. So you can see that. You can play with that and see how you want to make the face of the moon. And there are so many craters and mountains on the moon that some people say they see the man in the moon when it's a full moon. So I'm going to kind of paint this one like an eye, and maybe this one, I'm going to mush it around a little bit so I can see the man in the moon. It's not really a man in the moon, but it has craters that make it look like there's a face smiling down at you. Can you see that? So that's a really nice project, and you can have that to hang up in your room. Maybe you could put sparkles on it, and that would be so cool. I'm not going to do another project. Oh yeah, I am going to do another project. I have one more. It's not messy. So we're going to make a rocket ship out of shapes. Okay. So I have a triangle. What did I do with my scissors? Oh, there they are. Everything's always hiding. I have a rectangle. Did I say triangle? Because I want to cut off a triangle like that. I'll turn it over. I'm going to cut off another triangle like that. Okay. So when I'm done, I will have, let me get the white paper. Here. I have so many things here, right? Okay. So when I'm done, I'm going to show you how to put it on a page. There you go. Actually, I'm going to cut off the bottom also. We can do this together. So this is kind of the shape of a rocket ship. I know maybe you want to make it a little pointier at the top. I'm going to put some glue stick on to make it fit on the page. Like that. So the triangles that you cut off from this side, we're going to switch them over and have them stick out on the side like that. I'll show you. I'll put this on with my glue stick. And this one goes like this. So you kind of have to figure out which side should stick to the rocket and which side should stick out. Can you see that? So that's your rocket ship. And then the little piece that I took off the bottom, I'm going to make that into the engines. Just little rectangles. We always make our projects out of shapes. So you can cut a few pieces like that, put them along the bottom. I'll show you when I'm done gluing, and maybe you can make one like that too. I'll have 4 engines at the back. Now, when I see you, I'll show you my space shuttle. Here it goes. Okay, and I'll show you. I think I know you have a rocket ship, and I have a rocket ship, and a space shuttle, and things like that. So then, on your picture, you can make some really nice windows for the astronauts to blast off. Do you have an astronaut outfit? I know you have a firefighter outfit sometimes, so you have lots of different things. I'll make an astronaut window to look out, and maybe I'll make some fire and smoke coming out like that. And maybe when we're together, we'll learn how to fold a piece of paper and make it into a rocket ship. Okay? So just out of shapes, started out as a rectangle and is ending up as a pointy rocket ship with triangles coming out the side and little squares or rectangles for the engines. I know you can do this really easily. We'll do some other stuff when I see you. and I'll have another video with a book. Okay? See you later.